And welcome back to the Sports Fix as we get into the home straight, and it's time to get on board.
All aboard the Sports Express, your ticket to sporting news.
There's something that I've never really given much thought to in sport, and as a female, and, yesterday being International Women's Day, it's something that, we should really be thinking about more. When you watch the tennis, for example, the Australian Open was just on, and, the women's final was on, but then the big finale was the men's. Now, the trophies are supposed to be equal, but why is the women's final in any sport always sort of like the appetizer to the main meal that is the men's? But that's about to change, because at the next World Athletics Championships, so this is in mid-2022 in Oregon over in the States, the final gold medal event will be the women's 4x400 metre relay. Of course, it's subject to the approval of the World Athletics Council, but I imagine they wouldn't have anything against doing this. And you may not think it's a big deal. Like, it's always been done that way. Does it matter? Yes, it does. To female athletes, it's huge. There's always that question of, well, why? Can it be like a flip? 1 year it's one year it's the other. We talk about equality and that kind of thing. Why does the men's have to be the final thing? Why is that one the better entertainment compared to the women's? Honestly, there's got to be room to come up with a better system. I don't know what that is. You can't put them both on at the same time. Someone's got to go first, someone's got to go second. But is there a way to make it fairer, to make participants feel like they're equal to their other counterparts, the other gender? That's certainly a question that is now starting to get raised, and we may see some big changes across many different sports.
Big changes indeed, and if there's money involved, guarantee those changes will happen very quickly. Sponsor to support a female sport, you'll see it happen very, very quickly. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Just taking a look at a couple of birthdays that happens on this day, March the 9th. Tony Lockett, Plugger, is celebrating his 55th birthday. The former St Kilda player joined the Swans at the end of 94 when he signed a 3-year contract worth $1.2 million, making him one of the highest paid football players in Australia at the time. In 1999, he broke the record for the most goals by a VFL-AFL player when he took his tally to 1,306. He ended his career on 1,360 goals. Also happens to be a successful greyhound trainer and breeder. And Plugger Lockett turning 55 today. An English rugby player, Martin Johnson, having his 51st birthday. Former captain of England's rugby team, he led England to the Triple Crown, the Grand Slams and the World Cup. A few of the events on this day too include the invention and the patenting of roller skates by Andrew French on this day in 1880. That's how old they are. The West Indies made their lowest ever test match score when they were bowled out for 51 runs. It was against Australia in Trinidad on this day in 99. The Docklands Stadium, now Marvel Stadium, held its first AFL game with Essendon playing Port Adelaide on this day in 2000. And it was on this day in 2007 that Sonny Bill Williams signed a $2 million 5-year contract with the Canterbury Bulldogs. He departed the club through the first season of his 5-year contract. The club had to pay him out $750,000 to release him. Some interesting sport things taking place today, and happy birthday to Plugger. That's it for our Sports Fix for this Tuesday, the 9th of March. Hope you've enjoyed the program today. We'll be back again tomorrow. The Flow Man, the Stab Man, lots more to cover. And maybe looking at Tiger Woods. I do feel we need to talk about Tiger. That'll be coming up for you tomorrow on the Wednesday edition of the Sports Fix.